he just leave? All right, we are good.
Okay, I will call the meeting to order. And I have a motion for opening the meeting. Can I get a mover and a seconder, please?
Gordon.
Gordon and David. It's been moved and seconded that the July 4th, 2024 public meeting of the Lakehead Rural Planning Board be open, the time being 5:32 p.m. All those in favor? Okay, that passes. First order of business, approving our agenda. Can I get a mover and a seconder for that, please? David and Elizabeth. It's been moved and seconded the July 4th, 2024 public meeting agenda of the Lakehead Rural Planning Board be approved. All those in favor? That is thereby approved. Next order, any disclosures of pecuniary interest in this proceedings? Seeing none, I will let Carrie take away the application.
Thank you. So tonight we are reviewing an application received from Stefan Huzan, acting as agent on behalf of Timothy Salvaggio for the property known locally as 51 Connolly Road. On April 9th of this year, the Corporation of the Township of O'Connor adopted an official plan amendment allowing a third severance on this particular lot. Because of that allowance, this is the third and final severance that will be permitted on 51 Connolly Road. The application is proposing a lot of 5.44 hectares, leaving a retained lot of 36.6 hectares. The application was circulated to neighboring properties within 60 meters of the subject land. Notice was posted on the property, and agencies required through the Planning Act were circulated by email 14 days prior to this evening's meeting. So the subject property fronts on Connolly Road in O'Connor Township, is designated as rural in the official plan and zoned rural in the zoning bylaw. The property is abutted by additional rural lots in all directions, with highways, a highway and road abutting on two separate portions of the property. The proposed new lot will require an entrance permit from the MTO as it fronts on Highway 595. This is going to be a condition of consent, as the MTO hasn't provided comment up to the point of this meeting. We did advise the applicant and agent that we would prefer to have these comments in advance because it's difficult to get these comments, and they chose to apply anyways. So that is going to be a condition of this consent, should it be approved. So we did not have any interdepartmental or agency the agency comments received from Enbridge, who state that they have service lines in the area which could be affected by the proposed severance, and the applicant should call Enbridge should any services require relocation. Hydro had no comments or concerns. The LRCA has no objections, and Mines noted one abandoned mine site within 1,000 meters of the property, and all of the information has been sent to the owner and agent for their files. Based on all of that information, it would be my recommendation that the application do be approved with the usual conditions, along with a condition with respect to the MTO as discussed.
All right, thank you, Carrie. I'm guessing we only have people who are in favor in attendance, I'm guessing. Do you have anything to add, Stefan or Tim?
Yes, just very briefly, the official plan amendment was approved, and specifically for this purpose. And so it conforms with the official plan, and all of the applicable zoning concerns are met in terms of regulations. The question about access, that would be a condition of approval. That's not a big deal. There is already a driveway entrance on 595 with a municipal number there. So I understand that it has some level of approval already, but we'll confirm that with MTO. And the only other question, that was it. I would like to know what the regular conditions of severance approval are, or when you read them out.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions from the board? Seeing none, do you have anything to add, Carrie?
Nothing from me, no.
Okay. then that's it for the public meeting. Can I get a mover and a second to adjourn this meeting, please? David and Gordon, it's been moved and seconded that the July 4th, 2024 public meeting of the Lakehead Rural Planning Board be adjourned. The time being 5:37 p.m. Okay, now we will get going on our regular meeting. Can I get a mover and a seconder to open the regular meeting, please? David and Elizabeth, it's been moved and seconded, but that the July 4th, 2024 regular meeting of the Lakehead Rural Planning Board be open, the time being 5:38 p.m. All those in favor? We're now in the meeting. Can I get a mover and seconder for the agenda, please? Elizabeth and Gordon, it's been moved and seconded that the July 4th, 2024 regular meeting agenda of the Lakehead Rural Planning Board be approved. All those in favor? That passes. Now we have any declarations of pecuniary interest? Seeing none. We have no deputations. We have the bylaw that we immediately saw in the previous meeting, in the public meeting. Is there anything to add, Carrie?
No, when you're ready, I can read out the conditions of consent.
Okay. I guess should we move it first?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can I get a mover and a seconder for the application? David and Elizabeth. It's been moved and seconded that the application 1B/02/24 from Stefan Huzan, acting as agent for Timothy Silvaggio for the property described as concession 3, part of North Half, Lot 7, PCL 7262 O'Connor, Geographic District of Thunder Bay, known locally as 51 Connolly Road, as set forth in the application, be approved with conditions. Is there any more to add for this motion? All right, all those in favor? All right, it is approved. Carrie, you'd like to read out the conditions?
Sure. So the conditions are the original executed transfer deed of land form and 1 photocopy for our records be provided. A schedule to the transfer deed of land form setting out the entire legal description of the new parcel in question and containing the names of the parties indicated on page 1 of the transfer deed of land form be provided. 1 copy and 1 electronic copy of the reference plan. A draft of which should be submitted to myself for approval prior to it being deposited. That a new driveway is permitted by the MTO and documentation of this is provided to myself for our file, and that a letter of approval from the Thunder Bay District Health Unit is received regarding sanitary sewage disposal system.
All right, thank you for that. And congratulations. With those conditions, you will have your new lot.
Okay.
So you're welcome to, I don't know if you have anything to add or any questions, Stefan or Tim?
No, I guess I'll receive a notice by email of the decision in the next few days.
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, moving along. Can I get a mover and a seconder for the minutes of the regular meeting of June 6, 2024?
Do I hang up now?
David and Elizabeth, it's been moved and seconded. The Lakehead Rural Planning Board approves the regular meeting minutes of June 6, 2024 regular meeting as presented. Is there any questions or concerns about this motion? Seeing none, all those in favor? So approved. Next item on the agenda, are there any matters arising from the minutes, Carrie?
The only follow-up, I guess, to the minutes is the response from the MMAH regarding the OLT decision, but that I put that under new business, which may have been incorrect, but that's where it is.
Okay, do we have a financial report?
We do.
Great.
So, if there's any questions?
Is there any questions on the financial report? Seeing no questions.
Not a whole lot going on to put on there, so.
No. Okay. And next on, sorry, I'm switching screens here. Any correspondence?
We do have 2 notices from Nebing. I don't have any comments that I feel like we need to submit. I guess my comment more is just that since they're both zoning amendments with respect to a second dwelling. I would just wonder if their intent is to allow a secondary dwelling on properties moving forward rather than making everyone apply separately for them, since that's the mandate from the provincial government. I know you're struggling to get your documents through, but
Anything to add, Gordon?
Yeah, the one is an existing second unit that they want to remove and add a new second unit. And we're making everybody apply for a permission for a new second unit because there isn't sewer and water on the street, which we understand is the mandate in Southern Ontario. And so we have to make sure that the septic and well can handle the second unit. That's why we make them require them, the application.
Okay. That's it for correspondence?
yes.
Okay. New business, response from MMAH.
So this was really just for information. It doesn't really say a whole lot, and it doesn't really help us in any way, one way or the other, really. I think the takeaway is that they're suggesting that even though the OLT decision potentially could make us question like whether or not we should be consistent with the policies of the current official plan, they're suggesting that we have consistently interpreted that since 1997 and should continue to do so. My rebuttal maybe to that, which I don't think is necessary, it's just that this is the first time it's been questioned and it didn't go our way. So I'm not sure what that means, but.
Any other questions or comments? Gordon? Oh, you're muted. Okay. Guessing you don't have anything to add by the shaking of your head. Okay, we don't have a need for a closed session. We don't have one scheduled.
Nope.
So obviously no matters arising from the closed session. Is there anything else for this meeting, Carrie?
Not from me, no.
Anything else from the rest of the board? Seeing none, thank you all for attending, and this might be a new record for how efficient we are. It's a new, do we keep track of these things?
I mean, we have records, yes.
Okay, the final motion, can I get a mover and a seconder to adjourn the meeting? Gordon and Elizabeth, it's been moved and seconded that the July 4th, 2024 regular meeting of the Lakehead Planning Board be adjourned, the time being 5:45 p.m. All those in favor? Thank you, everyone, and